Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we want to talk about something deeper than grammar, something deeper than vocabulary. Fear. The fear of speaking English, because many people understand English very well, but when it's time to speak, their mind freezes. And honestly, that feeling is completely normal. Maybe you worry about your accent. Maybe you worry about making mistakes. Maybe you compare yourself to people online who sound perfect. But today, we want to have a real conversation about that fear and hopefully help you feel a little more confident. So relax, take a deep breath, and let's begin. Hey Sarah, can I ask you something? Of course. Did you ever feel afraid to speak English? Oh yes, absolutely. Really? Definitely. People think confident English speakers were always confident. But that's not true at all. I used to feel extremely nervous speaking English. What made you nervous? Mostly my accent. The farce anley pier. I thought people would judge me. I thought maybe my pronunciation sounded strange. And sometimes I was afraid people wouldn't understand me. That's interesting because so many learners feel exactly the same way. Yes, and the problem is not only language, it's emotional too. What do you mean? Sometimes people are not afraid of English itself. They are afraid of embarrassment. They are afraid of making mistakes in front of other people. And honestly, I understand that feeling very well. I think many people compare themselves too much. Exactly. Especially online. You see perfect English everywhere, perfect pronunciation, perfect grammar, perfect confidence. And then people think, my English is terrible. But real life is completely different. Even native speakers make mistakes. That's true. And communication is more important than perfection. Much more important. Because many learners wait too long before speaking. They think, I need better grammar first. I need more vocabulary first. I need perfect pronunciation first. But that moment never comes. Exactly. Confidence comes after practice, not before. That's powerful. So what helped you become more confident? Honestly, I stopped trying to sound perfect. Really? Yes. I started focusing on communication instead of perfection. For example, if I forgot a word, I learned to continue the conversation instead of panicking. That's smart. I think many learners stop immediately when they make one mistake. Yes, and that creates even more anxiety. The conversation becomes stressful, but conversations are supposed to feel natural. So what should learners do when they make mistakes? Keep going. Seriously, just continue. Most people do not care about small mistakes, and most native speakers appreciate the effort. That's true. Actually, I think people are usually kinder than learners imagine. Absolutely. Sometimes the fear exists only inside our minds. The Reddit gave way to... And another thing, your accent is not your enemy. I love that. Can you explain? Of course. Having an accent is normal. Everybody has an accent. Even native English speakers have different accents. American accents, British accents, Australian accents, Canadian accents. No single accent is correct. That's such an important message because many learners feel ashamed of their accent. Yes, but your accent tells a story. It shows courage. It shows effort. It shows that you learned another language. And honestly, many accents sound beautiful. I agree, and clarity is more important than sounding native. Exactly. You do not need to sound American or British to communicate effectively. You only need to be understandable. That's it. And pronunciation improves naturally with time and exposure. So learners should stop putting so much pressure on themselves? Definitely. Pressure destroys fluency. Interesting. Can you explain that? Sure. When people are relaxed, words flow naturally. But when people are stressed, their brain becomes blocked. They overthink every sentence. And then even simple English becomes difficult. That happens to me sometimes. Me too. Even advanced learners experience that feeling. So what can people do to relax while speaking? One thing that helps a lot is slowing down. That's true. Many learners try to speak too fast. Yes, because they think fast English sounds more fluent. But actually, calm English sounds more confident. I love that. There's no need to rush. Take your time. Pause if necessary. Think about your words. Natural conversations include pauses. That's normal. Another thing that helps is practicing with topics you enjoy. Absolutely. If you love music, talk about music. If you love movies, talk about movies. If you love sports, talk about sports. Passion makes speaking easier. That's such good advice, because learners often practice boring textbook conversations. Exactly. And real conversations are emotional. They are personal. They are human. That emotional connection helps fluency. Do you remember a moment when you finally felt more confident speaking English? Yes, I remember having a long conversation with someone and realizing something important. What was it? The conversation was not perfect, but it was real, and the other person understood me. That changed everything. Wow. So the goal is connection, not perfection. Exactly. That's the secret. And honestly, confidence grows little by little. One conversation at a time, one mistake at a time, one successful interaction at a time. So to everyone listening right now, do not wait to become perfect. Start speaking today. Make mistakes. Laugh sometimes. Learn naturally and trust the process, because your voice matters and your English does not need to be perfect to be valuable. Thank you so much for listening today. Keep practicing, keep improving, and most importantly, keep speaking English naturally.